G'day guys, here's a video checking out the head tracker. I've set it all up and thought I'd give it a go. Here's the head tracker stuck behind the band in the back of my head there, just because I couldn't really work out how to stick it on the goggles properly. And we're going to launch with the goggles on, because once you've done that once it's actually pretty easy. So here we go in just a moment. I'd spent a bit of time making the head tracker or setting it all up on the radios, and I hadn't ever used it because I thought, using the pan and the rudder as the pan works just as good. But actually, after trying the head tracker, it's another one of those things that you've got to sort of get used to and get a bit of practice on. But I reckon that it's going to be really good to fly the plane with the head tracker once I'm used to it. It's a bit sort of disorientating with to get the where the plane's facing when you're not looking that way. I think a heads-up display with the artificial horizon would probably help lots, but it needs a bit of fine-tuning. But as you can see, it works pretty well. You can look around and you can look down. That's one of the best bits. I don't know where the down part is. They're sort of looking down a bit. Gives you a whole sort of like you've actually got your head in the plane. You can do all that rubbernecking stuff. Anyway, that's about it, I think. So I'll let you enjoy the video. That's the launch point down there in the middle. I did get disorientated one place, I don't know if it's around here, where I was actually looking up a bit and I was thinking, my nose is on the horizon, why am I diving? And then realised that I didn't actually have the head tracker centred. I've got a centre button that you can hit the button and it'll snap it back into the centre, partly as an emergency button and partly because I find it gets a little bit off centre after you've been looking over to one side a bit. So I just sort of like use the head tracker to look to one side and then I look forwards and press the button at the same time and sort of snaps it back into the centre. There's a real down looking bit of the trees, and you can see a bit of the wing there. That's about as far down, but I do find you tend to turn. I don't know why that is. In the car you can sort of see it because you're turning your head physically in the car, which I suppose you're turning your head physically, but why that makes the sticks change, I don't know. As you can see, you get a much better view of what's around you. The head tracker. I tried sort of looking into the turns and then bringing the nose back round, which that's one of the things that I think needs a lot of practice, but could be really cool once you've sort of got used to it a bit more. You could do some quite nice turns with that. Peril, it's time for FPV pylon racing, mate. Here's a bit of a landing. You didn't really use a head tracker in the landing. I've cut a lot of footage out of this, as you may have noticed. I thought I didn't want to bore you with it too much. And I've also didn't bring my normal rubber band to hold the camera on. So we have interesting camera effects when the nose hits the ground. And there we go, beautiful.